I think a lot of people are they're not very educated on to know what's really going on until they're actually fighting for their life in the hospital. Like me, myself, I didn't think I was going to make it out of there.
He was on death's door. Now this COVID-19 survivor has a message for those unvaccinated. Get the shot and do it now.
Hello, thanks so much for joining us. I'm Daryl Franklin.
And I'm Lauren Linville. It's something he wouldn't wish on his worst enemy. A Wichita Falls father is expressing his regret for not getting vaccinated after being hospitalized for about 2 weeks.
Zach Verdia spoke with Rafael Cruz and shares his story of perseverance and reflection.
In May, Rafael Cruz graduated from the 68th Wichita Falls Firefighter Academy.
I was healthy. I worked out every day.
He was looking forward to finding a home with a fire department. That was until Cruz was hospitalized with COVID-19 and pneumonia on his birthday in September.
Like many other people, I felt that I don't know the side effects from the shot. So I was a little hesitant to get vaccinated. I just never thought I would be in a position like this, and I regret not getting vaccinated.
As his condition progressed, he lied in a bed at United Regional as one of the youngest patients on the floor.
I was asking doctors every day and nurses, you know, am I going to die, you know, because it's, you know, it's really scary when, you know, you're a single father and then you want to come home because your kids need you, so that's one of the scariest things.
Cruz was able to FaceTime his kids and family, including his young son who he cares for full time, when he had the strength, but it was taking its toll.
My O2 kept on dropping. Sure enough, my heart started giving out.
BiPAP was the next step, meaning Cruz would be put on a ventilator.
The last thing I wanted, you know, is to be intubated, because you never know if you're going to wake up, and a lot of the times your family make those choices if you don't wake up.
Thankfully, Cruz's body responded to the treatments, which he credits to his prior fitness and never smoking a cigarette. He recovered and was released from the hospital.
When I got out of the hospital, you know, I felt like I hit the lottery, because 9 people died that week at the same time I was getting out. 9 people didn't make it home to their families. 9 people didn't make it home to their kids.
Now, with a different outlook on everything.
But like I said, if I can go back, I would be vaccinated. I wouldn't think twice about it.
After not only experiencing, but seeing the effects and deaths firsthand, Cruz hopes others may also reconsider.
I believe in freedom, I believe in all that, but I don't think this is a political issue. I don't think it's a Democrat issue. I don't think it's a Republican issue. I think it's a health issue. They're just asking you to do your part, but they're making things harder than what it is, and more people are going to just keep on dying every week until more people realize that their rights aren't being taken away.
Even now, out of the hospital, the effects of COVID-19 still linger.
Especially when you're even going to get a drink of water from the refrigerator, or you forget the bottle of ranch when you're trying to eat a pizza, and you're like, oh no, you know, it's a process just to get back to the kitchen. I start to think that, you know, having all that gear on, and then being this weak right now, you know, getting COVID could bring a grown man down to his knees.
With hopes that someone, even if it's just one person, will learn from his experiences.
I didn't get vaccinated. I almost lost my life, but I thank God that I'm here. I think my mission is not over yet. I mean, I don't know how many people will actually take my advice, or you know, or some people just want to just go their own way or take their chances, you know. But I believe if I can try to save lives, and it actually gets to somebody, then I know I'm doing something good. You know, I know I'm alive for a reason.
Zach Verdia, KFDX 3 News.
Wow, what a story. I'm so glad that he is doing so well. Well, 13